Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Everything is in its right place. And unfortunately for this local competitor, Big Haku is in action, and a drop kick cannot knock this fat motherfucker down. Another one, and this big butterball just won't go down. And a pop-up Samoan drop. That's like a house getting crushed on you. He is literally the size of my house. Honestly, it's like fighting a meteor, and now the poor guy getting dragged into the corner. Oh no, a headbutt by Big Haku. And I think this local competitor is going to leave HCPW with a couple of broken rib cages as the 700-ton monster with a bonsai drop. 1, 2, 3. That was just wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this man just killed a man. I wouldn't even call him a man. Look at the size of him. It's like a freaking water buffalo. Big Haku. There's a reason they call him big. He's literally 700 pounds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the official HCPW. Everything in its right place.
Notorious, so notorious. For living it up and not giving a fuck. Like a lion in a land of sheep. Feel my teeth as they sink in deep.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to HCPW. Everything in its right place. Tonight, we are live from Montreal, Canada, and we have an amazing show for all of you tonight. We have Super Bad Shane Bale taking on Big Time Cameron Witt. We have El Sombre Fuego taking on Hendrik Montana. We have Alexander Henry taking on St. Peter Reyes. We have Jackson Young taking on Kevin Black. But in your main event, it will be Aiden Evans, the HCPW World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Haru Shibata. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a multitude of championship matches and high-stakes contests here tonight at Everything in its right place. We have a stacked crowd here tonight, and this is going to be one hell of a show for every single one of you. We already had a pre-show match, so now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the main course. I am Mr. Rex, and I forgot one contest. We also have Ace Watson versus Wayne Santana. That is on me, but we are kicking the night off with Jackson Young versus Kevin Black. These two men are two men who are the futures of the industry, so let's see what they can do on the big stage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a man that knows what it is like to be in the peak of professional wrestling. One half of the UCW Tag Team Champions, Kevin Black, member of the Supreme Society. This guy is one of the best professional wrestlers in the industry. And now he gets a chance to showcase how he does things on his own for once against Jackson Young here tonight at HCPW. I haven't really seen much of Kevin Black on his own. I've usually seen him with either Nick Santana or Alex Hunter. I have not really seen much of Kevin Black wrestling on his own, so it'll be interesting to see how Kevin Black fares in singles competition. As one half of the UCW Tag Team Champions, has held tag titles all over the globe, fought Capture Your Crowns at AOW World War III. Kevin Black has had one hell of a 2025, and it is only getting better with this big singles opportunity. We will see how Kevin fares against Jackson Young, a man who hasn't really had an eventful 2025. He hasn't really done much this year in terms of professional wrestling. Yes, sure, he runs EWA and OVW, but what else has Jackson really done? Kevin Black has the advantage here in terms of success. But let's see how that goes against Jackson Young, a man who so desperate for a win, you know, he'll do anything to reach it. And now here comes the Emperor of Excellence, Jackson Young, who this is his first big singles match of 2025. Jackson hasn't really been getting these big time opportunities that I'd say others have had. Yeah, he's a former SCW United States champion, former GKK Intercontinental champion, owner of EWA and OVW, but other than that, what else has he really done? Jackson has really been away from the spotlight in terms of professional wrestling in the past year. The only thing I've really seen from Jackson was he Iron Man a gauntlet on SCW, defeating the likes of Chris Campbell, Trey Kakoa on the route to retaining the SCW United States Championship. Well, now Jackson Young kind of returns to the spotlight here at HCPW, and now he has to face a man who is a master of the tag team art. But will Kevin Black be able to beat Jackson Young, or will Jackson Young's desperation show, and will Jackson Young win this match? Ladies and gentlemen, anyways, here we go. Kevin Black starting off immediately with combinations to Jackson Young, and a springboard dropkick by Kevin Black. And now Kevin Black has Jackson Young stomping at the head. Kevin Black, such an expert striker, and now just ground and pounds on Jackson Young. Fists raining down to the jaw of the Emperor of Excellence. And now what is Kevin Black thinking here? Could be thinking a big drop kick. Oh, right to the skull of Jackson Young. And now Kevin wanting Jackson to get to his feet here. Big knee, big kick to the gut, and a big DDT by Kevin Black. I believe that has opened a wound on the face of Jackson Young. This is already a terrible start for Jackson. And a big diving double stomp by Kevin Black. Jackson Young really not having a great start here. And Kevin Black just having Jackson Young's number throughout this entire thing. And a big Northern Lights suplex by Kevin Black. Now Kevin going for another springboard, and a springboard double stomp now. Jackson Young really not getting into this match. Kevin Black has had this firmly under his control. He went for a springboard forearm, but this time Jackson gets the counter, and now Jackson covers him. No, only a 1 count. Jackson Young's going to do a hell of a lot more than that to put away Kevin Black. And another Northern Lights by Kevin Black. Cover 1. No, Jackson Young emphatic kickouts. As much offense as he's taken. And now wait a minute, Kevin Black could be looking for a Blue Psycho knee here, and it connects. Jackson Young could be out here. 1, 2, no. Jackson Young gets the shoulder up. Now Kevin Black going to the top rope and looking for the 5-star frog splash. No, Jackson Young gets the counter. Jackson Young dodging whatever move Kevin was going for there. Jackson Young goes to whip Kevin off the rope, but Kevin gets the counter again and knocks Jackson Young right to the outside of the ring. And now the referee starting the count. Kevin Black telling him to get up, and now Kevin breaks the count himself. He obviously doesn't want to win this way. Now Jackson Young with a Luthez press to the outside of the ring. Jackson Young with a chop on Kevin Black, an elbow. Kevin gets the counter. Now Kevin Black has Jackson Young with a Metronuku driver on the outside. Kevin Black has Jackson up. Looks to send him back into the ring, but Jackson has other ideas. Will Jackson Young finally get something done here? Jackson Young dodging. And now Jackson Young looking for the go to sleep. GTS, it connects. Kevin Black could be out here. 1, 2, no. 2 count only. Jackson Young lifting Kevin Black up. And now Jackson looking for the Royal Pedigree. It connects. It connects. And now Jackson Young in the cover. 1, 2. No! Kevin Black able to get the shoulder up. Now Jackson Young hauling Kevin up to his feet and a big axe kick to the back. Jackson Young could have this match won. 1, 2. Kevin kicks out again. Now Kevin is hit with a nasty lariat by Jackson Young. Kevin looking for a springboard. Punch and Rada. Oh my God. Setting him right on the top of his head. And now Kevin Black could be thinking of what to do next here. And a big flying knee onto Jackson Young. And no, wait, what the hell? Kevin Black removing the turnbuckle here. And now, wait a minute, looking for the 5-star frog splash onto Jackson Young. But he distracted the ref. He cost himself here. He removed the turnbuckle pad. And now distracting the referee. Kevin has this match won. That was like a 5 count before Jackson Young actually was able to kick out of that. And now, Jackson Young and Kevin Black in a big insecurity by Jackson Young. But Jackson has Kevin Black in the corner. Big right hand. What the hell is Jackson Young thinking here? Jackson has Kevin Black. Wait a minute. He's going for no way. An avalanche royal pedigree. Oh my God. Cover. 1, 2. No. I've been able to get the shoulder up. And now Jackson Young on the second rope looking for a BME. Jackson Young really showcasing here tonight. And he's going for another one. 2 BMEs back to back on Kevin Black. 1, 2. No. 2 count only on Kevin Black. Jackson Young cannot believe it. And now a stomp to the gut. Jackson lifting Kevin up. What does Jackson have in mind here? Looking for a powerbomb onto Kevin Black. Wait, no. Face first into the corner. And now Jackson Young. Oh, just choking the life out of Kevin Black here. Jackson now calling Kevin to his feet. What does Jackson Young have in mind? Springboard, 450 lariat. Kevin gets the counter. And now Kevin and Jackson Young. Jackson went for the kitchen sink. No, Kevin gets the counter. And Kevin Black roll up of his own. 1, 2. No, Jackson able to get the shoulder up. Now Kevin Black lacing Jackson with combos of his own again. Jackson Young really taking the offense here tonight from Kevin Black. And now Kevin pulling Jackson to his feet. What does Kevin Black have in mind here? A pop-up. Oh, backbreaker onto Jackson Young. Kevin Black went for a stomp onto Jackson, but Jackson went for the Blue Psycho knee. Kevin went for the forearm. No, Kevin has Jackson Young. No, Jackson gets the counter. Elbows to the gut. These two going counter for counter here tonight. HCPW, everything in its right place. These two men are trading everything they have here tonight. Jackson Young, Kevin Black. Now Jackson looking once again for the royal pedigree. It connects. Cover. Hook the leg. 1, 2. No. Kevin Black able to kick out again. Now Jackson Young looking for a Blue Psycho knee of his own. And that connects. Jackson Young now getting Kevin up to his feet. Now looking one more time for the royal pedigree. He got it. It connects. And now into the cover. Kevin Black might be out. 1, 2. And no! Shoulder up. Kevin Black, resilient as ever. How the hell did he kick out of that? And now it's just a kick to the back by Jackson Young. Now Jackson Young, what is he doing here? Looking for the Super Dragon curb stomps to the back of Kevin Black. And now Jackson Young just taunting Kevin Black here. And now maybe going for a springboard, but the referee got in the way. Now Jackson Young off the ropes goes Kevin Black. And a Snapdragon suplex by Jackson Young. 1, 2, 3. What a match to kick off HCPW. Everything in its right place. Jackson Young able to get a victory here tonight in a hard-fought battle against Kevin Black. Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to kick off the show. However, I believe we are going to a commercial break very soon, so we will be right back after these couple short messages.
Yeah, first in the trap, they gon' stink model. Mara serving the act out of baby bottle. Don't tell me shut up, you are not my boss. Turn up so much now I just can't turn off. Don't call me back since you can't answer when I call you. Daddy was a rolling stone, I get it from my father. Chain so heavy that I can't fuck all her. She knew I was a devil cause I wear a lot of product.
216 in the back of the old school lot, you know it ain't dumb enough. Shawty on the 15.
Welcome back to HCPW, everything in its right place. Up next, we have Cam Witt versus Superbad Shane Bale. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is going to be one hell of a match, and what a great way to start. But with Cameron Witt, the face of Instagram, big time Cameron Witt. The last time we saw these two together, Cam Witt took the loss. But now, here at Everything in its Right Place, we see Cameron Witt take on Superbad Shane Bale again. Superbad Shane Bale, a guy who could be considered the future of professional wrestling. Current EWA Openweight Champion and current SCW owner. Well, Cam Witt has a multitude of championships around the world. Cameron Witt is a current EWA World Heavyweight Champion, LPW World Heavyweight Champion, the Instagram Universal Champion. Cam Witt holds a multitude of championships around the entirety of pro wrestling. And now, Cam Witt takes on a man who I consider to be the future of professional wrestling as much as I hate him. Superbad Shane Bale. This is going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. And now here comes Superbad Shane Bale. Shane Bale is one hell of a professional wrestler, ladies and gentlemen. However, the only thing that I think really stands in Shane Bale's way is, quite frankly, his ego. Shane Bale's ego gets the best of him more than it doesn't. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes, oh my God. Look at this. Look at this gear from Shane Bale, this attire, already showing off how arrogant this man is. My God. I cannot stand this guy. I don't think anybody can stand this guy. You saw it on the nameplate. Production hates this guy. No one likes this guy. Simple as that. And now we see Superbad Shane Bale head into battle against big time Cameron Witt. And this ain't just a normal match, ladies and gentlemen. Call me Bubba Ray, the way we gonna get these tables. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a tables match. Shane Bale is going to have to do a lot more than pin Cam down for the 3 count. Shane Bale is going to have to put the face of Instagram, the Instagram Universal Champion, baby face of the year, Cameron Witt, through a table. And if there's one thing I know about Cameron Witt, he's not an easy guy to lift up. I'm going to tell you that. But Shane Bale, if anything, we can't count him out. So, ladies and gentlemen, Cam Witt, Shane Bale, tables match. Here we go. And Shane Bale immediately taunting Cam. But Cam with a Luthez press. Cam Witt is not here for the bullshit tonight. Cameron Witt is not dealing with Shane Bale tonight. Cam Witt nailing Shane with these combos. Move after move. And now Cam Witt striking away at super at Shane Bale, but Bale catches him, twisting him around. Shane Bale with a beautiful German suplex. Shane Bale now just beating down the neck of Cameron Witt. Shane Bale taunting again. This guy does a lot of that. And now Bale sending Witt to the outside. What does Shane Bale have in mind here? What does Shane Bale have in mind here? Big suplex by Shane Bale. Now Shane Bale looking for something big here. Springboard froggy style. Frog splash by Shane Bale. Shane Bale already pulling off the big hits here. And now wait a minute. Lifting Cameron Witt up. Is Shane Bale looking for a Styles clash? Damn! Styles clash by Shane Bale. Bale had full control for a second, but ran into a big boot by Cameron Witt and a moonsault by Cameron Witt. Now Cameron Witt lifting up Shane Bale. What does Big Time have in mind? Looking to get a powerbomb. If he does this, this could put Shane through the table immediately. But no, what the hell? Cam setting him up on the top rope. Shane Bale kicks him off, however, and now Shane just with a big elbow. What the fuck? Jesus. Shane Bale now with a big flying kick. And now laughing at Cameron Witt. Again, the arrogance, the ego is what gets in his way. If you just focused, you could get it done quicker. And a big senton by Bale. Now Shane has Cam in the corner. What does Shane have in mind now? Going for the 10 punches in the corner. Shane Bale connects with every single one of them. Shane Bale really trying to maintain control here over Big Time Cameron Witt. And now Shane Bale with a combination of his own. Big Pele kick by Shane Bale. Now Cam up in the corner. Bale saying, come on. And a big flying knee. Oh my God. Shane Bale. Again, the arrogance. This is really going to cost him here if he keeps the taunting up. You need to focus, end your opponent quick, and then go home happy with a paycheck. Shane taking his sweet-ass time here with taunting. And now a super kick. What does Shane have in mind here? Handspring. Big moonsault by Shane Bale. And now Shane Bale going to the outside. And there we go. Shane Bale, the first to get a little piece of plunder. There you go, Shane. But Cam meets him again with a boot. Cam Witt now has Shane Bale up and around a big gut buster there. Now, what Cam needs to do is quickly put Shane through this table. These guys really just need to end the night quickly because this is a dangerous match type. And now we have a stalemate here. Up and out the ring goes Shane Bale. Cam Witt hesitating for a second. And now going to the outside, maybe looking to deal more damage. There is no disqualifications in this type of match. And now, oh God, tailbone first onto the guardrail. There's no protection. That is pure steel on that guardrail. And now Cameron Witt getting Shane Bale up. What could he be thinking here? And apron powerbomb. It swings him. Oh my God. The hardest part of the ring, the apron. And Shane Bale went full force into the apron. Side first. And now Cameron Witt has that table. And smacks Shane Bale on the head with it. And now Cam Witt sets up that table. Big moonsault by Cameron Witt. And now Cam springing all the way to the top. Look for a moonsault, but Shane got out the way. And now Shane Bale with an inverted DDT onto Cameron Witt. Shane Bale, Cam Witt, and now Shane doing Samoan spikes. Okay. He's not Samoan, so I didn't think that would be in his moveset, but all right. Shane Bale stabbing Cam with these Samoan spikes. And now going punch for punch. Trying to go shot for shot with Cam. But Cam Witt with the future shock DDT. Cam Witt now moving the table. That might be the stupidest thing I've ever seen Cameron Witt do. Now, why in the blue hell would you get rid of the table? Oh, wait. No, Cam has another idea. Cam Witt wants to smash him through the table his way. But no, Shane got the counter. Cam took too much time. And now Shane just shoves him all the way out of the ring. Shane Bale. I don't get it. Why in the blue hell would you get rid of the table? No. All right, whatever. Shane just throwing the table at Cam. Disrespectful. I neglected to call that beautiful senton from Shane. That was a beautiful maneuver. I'm just baffled at how much these guys are discarding these tables. And now Shane on the barricade. Or on the guardrail. A big moonsault off the guardrail by super bad Shane Bale. Beautiful maneuver. And now Bale with a choke slam backbreaker on the Cam Witt. And now Shane picking up the table. Setting it up on the outside. Shane Bale has an idea here. A big right hand. No, Cam gets the counter. Cam Witt looking to powerbomb Shane. Possibly through the table. No. He collapsed. And now Shane's going to capitalize. This is going to be a heartbreaking loss if I see Cameron Witt lose to this prick. And now Shane, what could he be thinking? Setting up another table. There are now 2 tables set up here. And Shane diving. Shooting star press to the outside. Springboard shooting star press. What a maneuver by Shane Bale. And now telling the people here to suck it. Shane now getting Cam back into the ring. What a athletic maneuver by Shane. Now Cam Witt once again countering a shot from Shane. And now in the corner goes Shane Bale. Cameron Witt. Wait a minute. Is this what I'm about to think it is? Is this going to be? No. Don't do this, Cam. Maybe this is a little too far. Avalanche Shatterstar through the table. Cameron Witt defeats Shane Bale. And now officially they will go for the tiebreaker in a steel cage match for a world title shot. Cameron Witt, Shatterstar and Shane through the table. What a win for the face of Instagram. We will be right back with the show after these commercials. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have Sombre Fuego versus Kendrick Montana for the HCPW United States Championship. And quite frankly, I kind of have a little bit of bad history with Kendrick Montana matches. Last one I saw sucked. So now, Kendrick Montana, the HCPW United States Champion, has a chance to redeem himself with this match. Because the last one I saw that he had, I commentated, sucked. At least, thank God, he didn't correlate gears with his opponent this time. Kendrick Montana, the HCPW United States Champion, on his way to the ring to fight Sombre Fuego. I can't lie. I don't know shit about Sombre Fuego. I don't know shit other than the fact he's a luchador. So, tonight will be my first impression of Mr. Sombre Fuego, and he fights a guy that I really don't like. Honestly, I hope Sombre Fuego wins. Fuck Kendrick Montana. I hope Sombre wins, because at least then Sombre Fuego might have a better chance of putting on an actual decent match. Kenny, please prove me wrong tonight, so that way maybe I can actually be a fan of you. Well, anyways, here comes Sombre Fuego. I don't really know this guy. I can't tell you all about him. I can't really say anything. This is my first impression of the guy. He kind of looks like, he kind of just looks like the average luchador, really. He's been signed for 8 months, hasn't had a match till today, so we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I guess this is the new luchador. I hear the other famous ones have been busy doing environmental work. So maybe, just maybe, we'll finally have a luchador. So, whatever. Sombre Fuego, Kendrick Montana, HCPW, United States Championship. I think this will be a good match. I feel like I'm unnecessarily hating. This is going to be a very high-octane, fast-paced match. That is what I think. That fat mark is blocking my camera. Are you shitting me? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, everything in its right place. Kendrick Montana, Sombre Fuego. All right, ref, ring the bell. This one's underway. Collar and elbow tie up to start off. This is a good, clean, technical start. And Sombre Fuego, big man, the United States Champion, clotheslines him in the corner. Kendrick with a kick to the gut. Missed a shot, but now we're back in a collar and elbow. Jockeying for position. Sombre pushing the United States Champion into the corner. Referee forcing to separate the two. Clean break, respectful break. And now a waist lock by Sombre Fuego. And a big roll up. Wait a minute. No. He could have caught the champion off guard a little bit there. It might have been the strategy, but no. Kendrick Montana did not need much to kick out of that. And now Montana could be looking for something here. Big springboard cutter onto Sombre Fuego. And now wait a minute. The most electrifying move in HCPW. A People's Moonsault by Kendrick Montana. What a maneuver there. Now Kendrick in the corner. Tuning up the bend. Super kick. No. Fuego with a pop-up Rana. Big moves from these men. Big moves. Standing moonsault. Kenny gets the counter. And now Kenny. Poison Rana by Montana. And now a stomp to the leg. Kenny trying to get him up here. Kenny Montana kick to the gut. Chop. Kenny with a big combo. What a super kick. Holy shit. And now Fuego up in the corner. Kenny went for the kick. No. And now Fuego. Kick to the gut. Big drop kick by El Sombre Fuego. And now Fuego with a stomp to the leg. Again. Up on the top now is Sombre Fuego. Sombre. Up on the top. Big Hurricane Rana by El Sombre Fuego. No, Kenny. Trying to get back in the ring. These two trying to bait each other out. But Sombre gets the better of him. Sombre whips him off the ropes. Went for something. No. Kenny gets the counter. Kenny goes to whip Sombre. Sombre whips Kenny. Big Spanish fly by El Sombre Fuego. Now off the ropes. Big kick. Kinda connects. Didn't get all of it. But it kinda connected. So you know what? I'll give him it. Kinda connected. But Kenny's back up. Roll by Fuego now. A poison run of his own. Oh my God. And now On the outside of the ring, Sombre springboards up. Shooting star doesn't connect. He didn't get any of it. High risk does not always equal high reward, and it might just cost Fuego here with a big Pele kick by Kenny Montana. Now Kendrick on the outside of the ring, on the apron. What does Kenny have in mind? Big springboard 450 clothesline by the United States champion. Cover. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count on Sombre Fuego. These two are very highly skilled competitors. And now Kendrick in the corner, big kick on Sombre Fuego. Cover by Montana to retain the United States title. 1, 2, no, just a 2 count. And now Sombre up in the corner again. Kendrick Montana, big uppercut, big elbow. Down to the corner, big 619. And now Kendrick off the ropes, this could be it. Curb stomp onto El Sombre Fuego. 1, 2, no! The resilience of the luchador to kick out of Kenny's curb stomp. And now Kenny calling him to his feet again. It might be close to hit for Sombre, but no. Sombre gets the counter. Big insecurity to the head. Now wrenching of the arm of Kendrick Montana. And now Kenny got to get with a springboard shooting star press by El Sombre Fuego. And now Fuego calling up Kendrick Montana. What does he have in mind here? What an ace crusher. No, that would have been an amazing cutter. And now Kenny leaving the ring again. And Kenny going for a cutter of his own that connects. Kenny now thinking of what to do next. What could put away this resilient luchador? And Kenny might have an idea. No. Fuego gets a counter into a neck breaker. Now Fuego trying to get Kendrick Montana to his feet. Off the ropes. Big Shining Wizard missed. Kenny using the opportunity to capitalize, but no. Big Hurricane Rana. And now springboard moonsault off the bottom rope. And now Fuego up on the top. Froggy style. Frog splash. New champion. 1, 2. No. No. Kenny kicks out. Kenny kicks out. What a match this has been, ladies and gentlemen. These two are putting everything on the line here at HCPW. And now, no, Kenny just chucks him to the outside. Kendrick Montana, the HCPW United States champion, proving just why he is such. And now, wait a minute, big neck breaker by the U.S. champion. Fuego in a bad place right now, but dragon screw leg whip onto Kendrick Montana, big counter. Now Fuego whipping him over by the barricade or guardrail or whatever. And now, what does Sombre Fuego have in mind? Never mind, Kendrick Montana whips Fuego over by the ramp side and gets back in the ring. Kendrick telling him to bring it. Fuego might get counted out here. Fuego's going to need to run. Fuego now in the ring. Kendrick with a jab. Never mind, big counter by Fuego with an overhand. And now Poison Rana by the United States champion. Now top rope goes Kendrick Montana. Spiral tap by the United States champion. Cover. Hook the leg. 1, 2, 3. What a defense from Kendrick Montana. Fuego put up one hell of a fight. But ladies and gentlemen, this was an amazing match. Wait, what the hell? What the hell? Matthew Storm! What the hell is he doing? Matthew Storm attacking Kendrick Montana. What the hell?
I think it's time we blow this scene, get everybody in the stuff together.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to HCPW. And now we have Ace Watson versus Wayne Santana. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Ace. The man that beat the king to a bloody pulp. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Ace Watson. And damn! He got that fine-ass woman there, Amber Gage. God damn! Amber Gage with Ace Watson. And now that begs the question, could she play a deciding factor in this match? Clearly, she's enough of a distraction. Could she distract Wayne enough to lose this match to Ace Watson? Sorry. Must maintain professionalism. Anyways, Ace Watson, Amber Gage. Ace Watson is a lucky man, I'll tell you that. And now Ace Watson getting ready for a match against a man, honestly, I couldn't predict even if you wanted me to. The most unpredictable man in all of professional wrestling, the HCPW Crown Jewel Champion, Wayne Santana. Wayne Santana has literally done it all. I'll explain in a second. But Ace Watson in the ring, awaiting his opponent. The HCPW Crown Jewel Champion, Wayne Santana. As the nameplate says, Sykes Personal Exotic Animal Plug. Wayne Santana, owner of an exotic animal zoo for some reason. Wayne Santana is the most unpredictable man in all of professional wrestling because you never know what Wayne Santana will do next. And HCPW's Crown Jewel Champion now walks into this about to defend against Ace Watson, a man who bloodied his own brother. A man who bloodied his own psych brother. Maybe Wayne can get a little taste of revenge for King Phoenix here tonight. The HCPW Crown Jewel Champion. Ace Watson, Wayne Santana. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And now Wayne with a right hand and now a waist lock onto Ace. Just wrenching on working the rib cage of Ace Watson. And now Ace with a waist lock of his own. We're starting very technical here in this match. Wayne and Ace going waist lock for waist lock. And now Ace Watson with a side headlock takeover, taking down Wayne Santana. Can't deny Ace's experience in the technical professional wrestling field. And now Wayne trying to work his way out of the headlock. But Ace has that firmly in, but no. Wayne gets right back to the waist lock, working the ribs of Ace Watson. But once again, Ace takes him down. Ace with the experience in professional wrestling. And it's all about experience when you're working technical wrestling, when you're working this ground grappling style. It's all down to experience. It's all down to what you know. And Ace Watson undoubtedly knows more than Wayne Santana. And now a springboard moonsault by Ace Watson. Cover. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. Kick to the back by Ace. The Crown Jewel champion. Big clothesline. Now, inexperience right there. Went for a Phoenix Splash, but it missed. The kick to the head. Nice recovery by Wayne, and now a big Hurricane Rana by Wayne Santana. One thing I'll give Wayne, he's unpredictable. You can't really guess what Wayne is going to do. You can't study Wayne, and now a collar and elbow tie-up. And now Ace backing Wayne all the way into the corner. The ref, a clean break from these two. And now Ace went for the combos, but no, Wayne gets the counter. Like I was saying before, you can't really predict a guy like Wayne Santana. You cannot predict what he's going to do next. So that's honestly an advantage that he has. Now, wait a minute. Oh, big knee by Ace Watson. Beautiful knee right there. And now Ace has Wayne. Wayne set into the corner. Now Ace Watson. Big scoop slam. And now up the top rope. What could Ace Watson be thinking here? Charging it up. Went for the diving curb stomp. But no. Wayne gets the counter. Now Wayne. What is Wayne doing here? What the hell? What a stretch here by Wayne Santana. Oh, slammed him right down after it. Ace crawling away from the Crown Jewel champion. And now Wayne went for something in the corner, but no. Watson and Wayne went back and forth here. The Crown Jewel champion. Big elbow in the corner to Ace. And now Wayne Santana. What could he be thinking here? Top rope goes Wayne. And a big elbow onto Ace Watson, I'm sorry. And now a frog splash by Wayne Santana. Cover. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Ace. Now Wayne one more time. Big 450 splash. 1, 2. No. Not enough. And now back to the top rope again for another frog splash. Wayne Santana into the cover. 1, 2. Once again, Ace Watson able to get that shoulder up. And now look at this. Wayne Santana mocking Ace Watson. And now Ace shoving him off. Big elbow by Ace. Wayne is down. Springboard moonsault by Ace Watson. Stomping on the elbow of Wayne Santana. Ace is fired up now. You do not mock a man that bloodied your brother. Not a smart decision. And Ace is making him pay for it. Ace now going to the top rope. Frog splash by Ace Watson. And now Ace looking for that curb stomp. And he got all of it. Wayne Santana is down. 1, 2. No. Wayne gets the shoulder up. Wayne countering with a Rana. Wayne Santana. Off the ropes goes Wayne. Went for a snapmare, but no. Ace counters. Super kick. Missed. Now Ace goes to whip Wayne off the ropes. But Wayne takes him down. Big drop kick by Santana. And now Wayne on the outside of the ring. What does Wayne Santana have in mind here? Big springboard drop kick. And a springboard moonsault to the back for extra measure. And now Wayne stomping on the leg of Ace Watson. And now Wayne just taunting the arrogance of Wayne Santana. And now a Kamigoye onto Ace. Wayne going up to the top rope here. 450 splash cover. 1, 2, no! Ace getting the shoulder up somehow. And now Wayne calling for Ace to get to his feet. Looking for Stun Dog Millionaire. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Wayne Santana with a huge win here tonight over Ace Watson. Wayne Santana earned every part of this win. Got a little bit of revenge for his fallen brother while defeating Ace Watson. We will be right back.
Congratulations, Mr. Wayne Santana, as you defended your Crown Jewel Championship. But, I hate to break it to you, it's not gonna last that long. So go out tonight and celebrate, because at Crush, 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 you'll be defending your Crown Jewel Championship against me. I'll see you then.
What a bombshell announcement. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to get back to the show. And now we have St. Peter Reyes versus Alexander Henry. This match is for the HCPW Intercontinental Championship. This is going to be one hell of a clinic between two of the best in the industry, Alexander Henry and St. Peter Reyes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes St. Peter Reyes. This man is an interesting man in the industry, to say the least. St. Peter Reyes has been everywhere, all at once. But now, St. Peter Reyes challenges one of the greatest of all time in Alexander Henry for the HCPW Intercontinental Championship. And over these past couple of years, St. Peter Reyes has made such a huge change to his personality. And now we see the arrogance really shining through as our poor cameraman takes a tumble. St. Peter Reyes is one hell of a competitor. But the question I've got to ask is, can St. Peter Reyes somehow defeat Alexander Henry? That is what we'll be finding out here in this match. Can St. Peter Reyes get rid of the arrogance for a match, really lock in here and defeat the Intercontinental Champion? Will St. Peter Reyes be HCPW's next Intercontinental Champion? Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the HCPW Intercontinental Champion, Alexander Henry. This man is considered one of the greatest of all time, has been all around the world but lately has been cutting down on where you see his face. And now Alexander Henry makes his way to the ring. HCPW Intercontinental Champion to fight St. Peter Reyes. Two of the most decorated competitors in all of professional wrestling, about to have an absolute clinic here in this match. Alexander Henry, St. Peter Reyes. This is going to be an absolute war. And quite frankly, I'm excited for it. If it was me asking, this should have main evented the show. But, you know, Aiden Evans had to be the HCPW World Champion, unfortunately. But Alexander Henry defends his Intercontinental Championship against St. Peter Reyes. This is for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. There is what it is all about. The HCPW Intercontinental Championship. This match is going to be an absolute clinic. Reyes Alexander Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a 5-star clinic. Henry. Reyes. Intercontinental Championship. Here we fucking go. Reyes immediately with a backflip kick. And now Reyes going off the ropes already into a... What the fuck? Is this an inverted Bronco Buster? You freaky bitch. What the fuck was that? And now Alexander Henry kicking off St. Peter Reyes. And now Alexander Henry going off the ropes. Big Shining Wizard, no, Reyes gets the counter. Reyes with a big knee and an elbow to the back of the head. And now Reyes getting Alexander up to his feet. Big springboard kick by Reyes. And now Reyes picking up Alexander Henry. Going for the elbow, but no. Henry gets the counter. Big elbow by Reyes, countering whatever Henry was going for. These two men going counter for counter here tonight. And now back into the collar and elbow. Jockeying for position. And now an arm wringer by Reyes. Wrenching at the arm of the Intercontinental Champion. And again, working the arm. Reyes, you cannot forget how much of a skilled competitor St. Peter Reyes is behind all that arrogance, behind all that ego. Reyes, unlike other men with huge egos, can back it up every day of the week. With a backdrop by Alexander Henry to counter. Reyes is holding a shooting star press as well. Alexander Henry, the Intercontinental Champion, is also no slouch when it comes to in-ring prowess. And now a springboard clothesline. As I say that, he misses a springboard clothesline wildly and gives Reyes an advantage. Unbelievable. Big drop kick to the back of Alexander Henry. And now Reyes just pummeling the Intercontinental Champion here. Reyes does not care about his opponent's well-being. He cares about winning. But Alexander Henry trying to get some offensive, but just Reyes having him scouted at every turn. Now kicks to the leg of St. Peter Reyes. Reyes now off the rope, getting Henry with a crossbody. I meant Reyes sending Henry off the ropes, whatever. One. No, just a one count. That could have been it, but no. Alexander Henry hammers out at one. And now Reyes has Alexander Henry in the corner. Elbow to Reyes. Alexander Henry now has Reyes up. Big Finley roll by the Intercontinental Champion. And now, wait a minute, could be looking for a Busaiku knee here. Busaiku knee by Alexander Henry. Lifting Reyes up because clearly he isn't done. Big discus elbow by Alexander Henry. Sending Reyes to the outside to cower away. And now Alexander Henry with big punches to the face. A drop kick that missed. He didn't get any of it. And now, wait a minute. What is Reyes doing here? Wait, Alexander Henry looking for a powerbomb. No. Reyes counters into a roll-up. One. No. Now Reyes in control over Alexander Henry. What does Reyes have in mind? Never mind. Alexander Henry had him scouted. These two men, so gifted. And now Reyes sends Henry off the ropes. Drop down. Never mind. Alexander Henry with the counter. And now Alexander Henry sends Reyes into the corner. What is Henry doing here? What the hell? Burning hammer by the Intercontinental Champion. Cover. 1, 2. No. St. Peter Reyes gets the shoulder up. Unbelievable. And now, wait a minute. Alexander Henry looking for a super kick. Alexander Henry got an AEW contract just from doing that move. And now, off the ropes goes Reyes. Drop down. Popping him up. Big slam there by Alexander Henry. Reyes rolls to the outside, however. Now he's back in the ring, but Alexander Henry on the top. Big drop kick by Alexander Henry. Cover. 1, 2. No. Reyes gets the shoulder up. Alexander Henry is in disbelief. And now Alexander going for a springboard. Swants on. And now going up to the top rope. Alexander Henry with a big frog splash. Seen a lot of those tonight. 1, 2. No. Reyes gets the shoulder up again. Resilient as ever, St. Peter Reyes is. And now Alexander Henry looking again for the Busaiku knee. And he's not done. Alexander Henry is not finished. Looking one more time for the burning hammer onto St. Peter Reyes. That is it. 1, 2, 3. Alexander Henry is still HCPW Intercontinental Champion. What a win for Alexander Henry, and what a fight St. Peter Reyes put up. But Alexander Henry retains the HCPW Intercontinental Championship. What a win. So now the question is, what is next for the legendary Alexander Henry? What is next for the HCPW Intercontinental Champion? Because after this, he's got to have cemented himself as one of the best Intercontinental Champions this company has ever seen. We are now on to a couple more commercial breaks.
Yeah, birds in the truck, they gon' stink, mother. Mara serving the act out of big beat bottle. Don't tell me shut up, you are not my boss. Turn up so much now I just can't turn off. Don't call me back since you can't answer when I call you. Daddy was a rolling stone, I get it from my father. Chain so heavy that I can't fuck all her. She know I was a devil cause I wear a lot of product.
215 in the back of the old school lot. You know it ain't dumb enough. Shotty on the 15 flow and playing with a finna come up.
And now we are on to your main event of the evening. I thought this would be for the world title since it was main eventing. However, I guess it is not. It is a championship eliminator. So, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the HCPW World Heavyweight Champion, the Bullet, Aiden Evans. Aiden Evans, the HCPW World Champion, defended in a brutal hardcore match at AOW World War III against Chris Sinister. Got put through a flaming table, yet still shows up here tonight. Insanity. The only HCPW World Heavyweight Champion. The only thing he's about to smack harder than his opponent is this woman after tonight. After, the infamous clip came out of him smacking a bitch. However, Aiden Evans, not defending tonight. I thought he would defend since this was main eventing. I still think the Intercontinental title match should have main evented, but I digress. Aiden Evans takes on Haru Shibata. This is going to be a very, very good matchup. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes his opponent. A man I honestly have not seen too much of. Ladies and gentlemen, my first impression to the one, the only, the man that takes 19 years to get to the ring. Any day now. Here he is, Haru Shibata. What? Haru Shibata making his way to the ring for this match against Aiden Evans. This is going to be a good one. This might be a harder hitting affair than I thought it would be. Aiden Evans, Haru Shibata. And if Haru Shibata can defeat Aiden Evans, I can guarantee you he will be in line for an HCPW World Heavyweight Championship match. I am sorry, I am tongue-tied tonight. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is for all the marbles. This is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Wait, never fucking mind. It's an eliminator. What am I talking about? This isn't for the world title as much as I thought it would be considering it's main eventing. It's an eliminator. If Shibata wins, he gets a title shot. I'm going to remind myself that. It's live, ladies and gentlemen. We're live, alright? Give me a break. We're live. This is an eliminator match. If Shibata wins, he gets a shot at the title. Fucking hell. Anyways, Aiden Evans, Shibata. I'm gonna have to remind myself that this isn't for the title. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up to start this match off. Aiden Evans, Shibata. Shibata with a side headlock. We're starting this off very technical, exactly the route I want it to take. And now just tossing the world champion like he's nothing, and now a waist lock already. Onto Aiden Evans. And now another waist lock, this time onto Shibata. These two seemingly could go back and forth here. And now wrenching on the waist. Aiden Evans getting an advantage here over Shibata. And now a big takedown by Aiden Evans. And a springboard moonsault that does not connect. Shibata haunting Aiden Evans and getting him right back into a waist lock. And Aiden, he's going to try and go for a springboard, I believe. But Shibata caught him into a waist lock. But now, no. Aiden Evans taking down Shibata. Got him. He's the world champion after all. He is the top tier in this company. But for some reason, he just doesn't want to defend, I guess. Honestly, pussy move if you ask me. But he keeps Shibata down. And now a knee drop by the world champion, who doesn't want to defend but still expects main event spots. And now has Shibata off the ropes. Big Rana. Aiden Evans really feeling that one. Cover. One. No, just a one count. Just a one. Just a one. Just a one. And now a big stop to the face by Aiden Evans. Shibata in trouble here. Big knee to the back by Aiden Evans. And now Springing went for a blockbuster. Didn't get all of it, but it was enough to knock over Shibata. Going for a cover. This could be it. One. No, just a one. Just a one. And now Aiden Evans with the right hands onto Shibata. Big kick to the gut. And now, what does Aiden Evans have in mind? Big right hand to the face. And now Aiden Evans with a right hand and a big drop kick. Aiden Evans went for a stomp, never mind. Kick to the gut. What does Aiden Evans do here? Big DDT on Shibata. And now lifting up Shibata. Looking to get him back into the ring. Maybe no Shibata. What the fuck happened there? They both have a goddamn aneurysm anyways. Right into the steps goes Aiden Evans. And now whipping him more by the ramp. You gotta mind the referee's count, guys. Get the fuck back in the ring. Well, to be fair, Shibata could win by countout and still get his title match. Shibata might be playing this smarter than I thought. If Shibata wins by countout, he gets his title match. And then Shibata looking for a, big forearm there. On to Aiden Evans. Shibata's back in the ring. If he wins by countout here, he'll get the title match. Aiden Evans gets back into the ring, breaks the count. Shibata tried playing it smart there. That was a very smart strategy. I would have done the same thing. Now I'm just a commentator. And now, face first, goes Aiden Evans into the corner. Aiden counters Shibata with a kick and a big drop kick by the world champion. Shibata once again more on the outside. Aiden saying, bring it, bitch. Aiden now saying, get your fucking hands off me, bitch, with a shining wizard. Cover. 1, 2. No, Shibata gets the shoulder up. And now Aiden with a springboard moonsault. Countered. Shibata now sends Aiden off the ropes. Big single leg drop kick. No. Evans now whips Shibata off. Big Rana. He got it. All of it. And now Aiden Evans with the Super Dragon Bryan Danielson curb stomps. Kicking Shibata's chest in. Now Aiden calling for Shibata to get to his feet. Going strike for strike with Shibata. And now, wait a minute. Big backdrop by Aiden Evans. And now, what the hell is he thinking here? Oh, he wants to knock his lights out. No! Shibata gets the counter. Big overhand. Haru Shibata can finally get back into this thing. No. Aiden Evans gets a counter. Aiden Evans, I can't lie, he's had Shibata scouted this entire match. And now Shibata will try and get back into this. Lifting up a World Heavyweight Champion. What does Shibata have in mind here? Northern Lights bomb, sending the champion right on his neck. 1, 2, no! Aiden Evans able to get a strong kick out there. The resilience of the bullet really being showcased here. And now went for a single leg. No. Aiden Evans gets the counter. No counter for counter. These two are going. Blue Thunder. No. Aiden gets the counter. Big counter by the world champion. Now Aiden Evans has Haru Shibata in the corner. Never mind. Shibata has Aiden up. Aiden fights out. Aiden Evans Now whipping Shibata into the corner. You can't waste your time, kid. Big knee, no. Shibata, what a powerbomb. What a counter by Haru Shibata. And now calling Aiden up to his feet. Shibata now whipping Aiden off the ropes. Big kick, looking for a Shining Wizard of his own. Shining Wizard by Haru Shibata. And now it's springboard, Swanton bomb, cover. One, no, just a one count, Aiden Evans. Now Aiden Evans looks to whip Shibata off the ropes, go into the corner. Shibata's got Aiden, big elbow, sending him down. Shibata now, middle rope, uppercut to the back of the head. And now Shibata going for, wait a minute, what is this? A beautiful German suplex by Shibata. And now, stick right hand by Aiden Evans, known for his right hands. And now, Aiden Evans in the corner again. Shibata kneeing the champion. He's got him cornered. Shibata now with a suplex into the corner on Aiden Evans. Cover. 1, 2. Aiden gets the shoulder up. Shibata almost had this match won. Now Shibata, you're going to need to think long here. You don't have a lot of time. You got to capitalize while you can. And now a chop counter by Aiden. Oh no. Shining Wizard. That's it. Cover. 1, 2. No. Shibata gets the kick out. And now Aiden Evans. What could he be looking for here? Shining knee into the corner, sending him down. And now picking up Shibata. Kick to the gut, counter by Shibata. Kick to the gut by Shibata. Looking for the Northern Lights bomb onto Aiden Evans. Cover the man. What are you doing? Cover the man. I get it. You want to do more damage, but you got to cover the man. Now kick to Aiden Evans. Big forearm. And that Northern Lights bomb genuinely might cost him as Aiden with the Kawada kicks. Aiden Evans now trying to get the rep out of his way. And now Aiden Evans up on the top. This might be all she wrote. Shooting star press on Shibata. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Aiden Evans with a massive win here. The HCPW World Champion with a huge win over Haru Shibata. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. That's wait a minute. Silas Gray. Silas Gray's gonna cash in. Aiden's just been through a hellacious match. This might be Silas's moment. Silas has Aiden corner. No, duck down. Aiden Evans fights off Silas Gray. Silas Gray taking the case before it's officially cashed in, cowering away. What a show, ladies and gentlemen.